see what version of Navarrete we will get. At his best, he is a volume power puncher. He averages over 73 punches per round. The average 130-pounder throws 56. He's busy, he's dangerous, and he's going after his third division right here against Wilson.
The thing Wilson is going to have to overcome psychologically early on is the nerves of not being here before and not facing a fighter of this caliber with this big a name. He's going to have to settle himself early to get in his rhythm and avoid taking a lot of punishment early from Navarrete.
The name doesn't matter. You know, once you step foot in that ring, it's just like sparring. You know, you find your groove, you find your rhythm, and you take advantage of the openings that you see. That's it. He's going to find out in his first round if he belongs or not. And I'm talking about William.
You don't think Wilson has some level of doubt?
Excuse me.
You don't think Wilson has some level of doubt stepping in against an established guy like this?
I'm telling you, it's just like the nerves are up leading into the fight, but as soon as that first punch is thrown, it's like you at home. Everything calms down. You know what to do now.
Wilson's had a good first minute, but keep in mind that Navarrete is notoriously a slow starter.
There's that left hook from Wilson. That is his best punch.
Work out there, guys. Good.
Straight right hand, blocked by the left of Navarrete.
I don't see any excess movement from Wilson. That speaks to the moment being too big. He seems to be right at home at the moment.
Navarrete lunging with that left hand. There's the warning coming here from Flores, the referee.
Hey, that was payback from the last move that Navarrete did on him.
You know, speaking of lunging and the length of Navarrete, yes, Wilson is the naturally bigger man. He's 2.5 inches taller, but Navarrete has the longer reach.
Yes, and he throws punches like that from odd angles.
He sure does.
Had his head sitting on his back foot, and then he just whipped the hook in there.
You hear Coach Barry Hunter yelling to Wilson, don't reach, as he got countered with that left hook.
I don't like the way Wilson keeping his head directly on that line. I like the fact that he's not leaning forward and exposing his chin for the uppercut from Navarrete, but I am worried about a looping shot catching him because his head is directly there every time he shoots a punch.
10 seconds.
Good catch right there on the glove. Good right hand.
Of course, we're right next door to where the Super Bowl will be held, KC and Philly. Next weekend at State Farm Stadium. We're at the Desert Diamond Arena. Andre Ward, Tim Bradley, near ringside. I'm Joe Tessitore. Round number 2, World Championship fight. In that first round, Navarrete was 7 of 27 on his punches. Wilson was 8 of 33. Tries to catch him off balance. I don't know that there is an off balance with Navarrete ever, as he lands the right hand awkwardly and then sweeps with the right to the body on that exchange.
It's crazy how Navarrete, how he attacks, and he has these mid-flight adjustments.
Yes.
Like he'll leave his feet, he'll shoot a jab or fake a punch, leave his feet, and then throw a left hook like that, moving forward. It's amazing to me.
And then little inside work once he got there, Dre.
That's quintessential Emanuel Navarrete right there. And what you look for in Wilson is the counter. That's the only thing that Navarrete is going to respect, is being disciplined and being hit for the mistakes that he makes.
Navarrete shoots this power jab, and he leaves his arms extended. He has long reach, and it forces the guy back so he can't counter.
And you got to be careful facing Navarrete, especially early in the fight, not to get caught in his pace, because he'll lull you to sleep He won't throw a lot of punches, and then all of a sudden he'll explode on you, and before you know it, you're fighting his fight.
Yes.
How does Navarrete's body look to you, Dre, at 129.2 that he officially checked in at?
I don't like it, but I'm not sure it looks too much different than any other time that we've seen it.
Got him.
Let's see the composure of Wilson. Let's see how he responds.
He slips that time.
To a first good moment from Navarrete.
But the thing is that the power, it hasn't translated yet. I mean, he's catching Wilson flush.
Well, he's blocking a decent amount of those shots, but he has landed to the body and some to the head.
And clash of heads moments ago as Navarrete 2 times put his glove up there.
Ooh, nice body work.
It was a good left hand to the body from Wilson. Gains a bit of confidence and steps forward and comes with the left hook after it.
And that's what he needs to do more of, Tess. He needs to let his hands go. Don't wait for this to happen.
And Navarrete goes on the attack here to close out round number 2.
Step back. Very good. Box. Time.
End of 2 in this World Championship fight. And that gives us a chance to look at our fighter to watch, brought to you by GetRefunds.com. Nico Ali Walsh, the grandson of Muhammad Ali, with a unanimous decision, 6-round unanimous decision over Eduardo Ayala. Nico, grandson of Muhammad Ali, with a unanimous decision, 6-round unanimous decision over Eduardo Ayala. Nico Ali Walsh is now 8-0. Dre, what did you see out of him?
Huge improvement. I saw a fighter that stayed composed the whole night. He did what he wanted to do early on. I said, man, he's getting hit with the right hand again.